Just as the police were questioning Roger, an officer suddenly asked him, "Is the missing person the girl behind you?" Roger glanced back and confirmed it to the officer. Instantly it dawned on Roger. Wasn't Kelly already dead? Roger's mind went completely blank. Paul and Tom, who were crouched on the ground, also witnessed the scene. At first they couldn't believe their eyes. Then an extremely eerie smile spread across their faces. They were so terrified they fainted on the spot. The incident was quickly dismissed as a misunderstanding. The commotion subsided for the time being. Kelly was admitted to the hospital. It turned out that the kidnapping had been orchestrated by Coley. Just a few days earlier, she had been told she had cancer and didn't have much time left. She had originally wanted to ask her grandmother for money to go on a trip, but her grandmother would rather donate the money than let Coley leave. So Coley had hired the two men to pretend to be kidnappers, but Paul was still shaken. He demanded to know from Coley what had really happened. He had truly believed he was dead. Why hadn't he even been breathing at the time? Kelly also stopped moving. She confessed that she too had thought she was dead. She had even seen some very strange visions. In her memory, she seemed to be standing at the entrance of a pitch-black tunnel. In the distance there was a blurry human figure, shouting at her in a dialect she couldn't understand. It seemed to be urging her to leave quickly. Tom guessed it might have been a near-death experience. What he saw might have been a messenger from the underworld. Corey wasn't sure herself. She wasn't certain whether she was dead or alive. His biggest concern right now was that his grandmother must never find out about this. His grandmother was no ordinary old lady. She was once a formidable figure who ruled the roost. A terrifying fantasy even flashed through Kelly's mind. Paul and Tom were buried alive in the ground with only their heads sticking out, and his imposing grandmother was coldly ordering her men to keep digging. The thought sent a chill down his spine. He told Paul and Tom the only way out now was to play the cute card with Grandma, as long as they clung to her leg, and all their problems would be solved. But the moment he finished speaking, Grandma suddenly walked into the hospital room. This made the guilty trio instinctively try to hide. Just as Coley hid inside the hospital room's wardrobe, the next second he found himself transported to another world. Before him was no longer the familiar hospital wardrobe, but a scene of brutal torture. At the same time, Paul and Tom confessed to kidnapping him.